Hi, welcome to Silver Screen News with us, the Silver Screen Dudes. I'm Anthony Jordan.
I'm Nico Leroux.
And it's Thursday, so that means it's none other than hashtag TBT. We're throwing it all the way back, Throwback Thursday. We go back 10 years and also 20 years, a generation we actually lived, not going into how old we are. Nick?
Let's not.
Here we go. This is the best bit. You always give this to me and I
like to shock him.
Yeah.
I like to shock you guys. Let's start with the movies that are 10 years old, guys.
Go for it.
Here's the logo coming up. AJ, here it is. 10 years old this week is Syriana.
Okay, Syriana.
Based on Robert Bayer's memoir, See No Evil, the true story of a foot soldier in the CIA's war on terror, a drama showing how the CIA lost funding and let its guard down in the Middle East after the end of the Cold War. 10 years ago, starring George Clooney and Matt Damon.
Yes. Which I like, because they had quite a good pairing going back to the Ocean's time. But yeah.
My problem with this movie, at the time, I don't like to go... do you know what it was? It was a lot like Matt Damon did another Middle Eastern movie called The Green Zone, which was much more action-orientated. The reason at that time, 10 years ago, I didn't like seeing these movies... it reminded me too much of The News.
That is.
I watched them. The Green Zone was arguably, it was much more action orientated, and they were both Green Zone and Syriana were good movies. I go to the movies. One of my great joys, which is why I think there's nothing like movies in the world, is that they allow you to escape. It doesn't matter if they're sci-fi, horror, fantasy, whatever, comedy. Doesn't matter. It's escapism, and that's something I enjoy. I'm very happy with my life, but I enjoy to escape.
You need that break, isn't it?
These movies really they brought you, in my moment of escapism, crashing back down to earth going, this is the world we live in, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was very current at that time. I'm not saying it isn't now, but it was the beginning of it all. Current.
I'm not saying that the directors and the producers used the state of affairs at that time to make a buck. Arguably they did, it's Hollywood, but no movie was ever made to not make money. So
it's a business.
But it is a business, let's not forget that. But Syriana staying on it, do you know what? It bored me. Green Zone was action orientated. Syriana, I think I was too young at the time. Remember, this is only 10 years ago. So I wasn't that young, but I was young enough to, first off, not be that interested in political affairs, to be that interested in how the USA lost control of the Middle East after the Cold War. It bored me. I wasn't the target demographic at the time. I haven't rewatched it since. I've seen it once and I went, nope.
I'll be honest with you, in a mirroring situation, I hadn't seen it yet, and I haven't seen it yet, and it's at a point of it was too close. I was, as you say, you want a bit of entertainment. You don't get me wrong. I'm all down for factual education, but it was just too real, too much too soon. It was that kind of element, and I think now is a good gap. 10 years, didn't realise I'd left it that long, but I think now it's at a point of okay, we can watch it. I mean, the story's interesting. You got a stellar cast as well, so I'm not knocking anything about the film. It was just too much, the reality concept was,
I'll give you another example, guys. I lived in Thailand for 10 years. If you all remember that movie called The Impossible, don't watch it. It's too close to somewhere which is really special to me, and I lost people during the tsunami who I know, and I didn't want to see that movie. It brought back too many bad memories. See what I mean? But the way that romanticized the tragedy. I'm not saying Syriana did the same thing, but it was too stemmed in reality for my liking on a soft point for me.
No. Totally understood.
Syriana, guys, have you seen it? What did you think of it? Do you like George Clooney? Do you like Matt Damon? No brainer.
Yeah, exactly. Maximum respect to both, and a film definitely worth seeing.
You ready to feel old? Now we go back 20 years. Actually, do you know what? The first one might not make you feel that old. Okay? First one, guys, by the great Martin Scorsese, starring Joe Pesci, Sharon Stone, and Robert DeNiro. I am talking, of course, about Casino.
Okay.
One of my favorite films of all time.
I'll be honest. I'm going to shake this gentleman's hand right here on camera. You're seeing it because you were the person who introduced me to Casino. I'd heard of Casino. He let me see Casino. He passed. Was it VHS?
You might have been.
Yeah, I don't even think we're DVD when I got hold of it. It may have been, but either way, yeah, fantastic movie. I think what's funny with Casino, again, I didn't see it at the time it was released at 20 years ago. No way was I allowed in the cinema to see it. And
No, my mum didn't let me see that. Little did she know.
Well, this is it. So I've seen it much later, as opposed, you know, to get that real 20-year vibe. And I think, again, because you were younger, it felt slightly older. Fantastic movie, fantastic cast. I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, me too.
And it's one of those films.
People always argue like Goodfellas or Casino. Goodfellas is arguably the better movie, but the funny thing is, I think I've probably watched Casino more.
Casino has so many mad elements, you know. Without spoiling, you know, the CIA are watching, and it was fantastic.
Joe Pesci, who the younger viewers amongst you might know from things such as Home Alone.
Yeah.
He's a nasty little what's it?
Yeah. He's a bad guy.
You thought he was bad in Goodfellas? Whew!
he tends to play that bad little rut, doesn't he? Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So actually, that 20 years old one didn't make me feel so old because
we were young.
We were young, and I actually thought it was older.
Yeah, exactly. We were young, older, and
it's one of those movies
when we watch, especially for me. I think it probably landed in about 10 to 15 years old, as opposed to 20.
Yeah. And Martin Scorsese, you know, the way that DiCaprio has now become his male muse and he works with DiCaprio incessantly, in my mind, it's always been that the Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro era was 20 plus years ago. True. So that's why this felt older for me.
True, yeah.
But yeah, it's one of the many great movies Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro made together. You want more, you've got Goodfellas, you've got Mean Streets, you've got Raging Bull, you've got Taxi Driver. I mean, they were a powerhouse team, these two.
Yeah, very strong.
Unreal.
All films to be recommended and actually older than 20 years, so it won't be on Throwback Thursday, so do check them out.
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely. Now are you ready to feel old? This one is going to hit you. This one hit me. Because remember, back in November 1995, we are in the age of the internet dial-up tone. We're in the age of computers not being anywhere near what they are now.
I think 95, if I remember, I had Windows 95 and Encarta. That was that.
My
yeah, there was
God, Encarta.
There was no Google. It was Encarta. Yeah.
Oh my God, you mean Skynet? Google.
yeah. Tell me about it.
No, but despite our limitations in computers, the geniuses over at Pixar still managed to give us...
Ooh, Pixar, this is... Okay, go on.
Toy Story.
Oh my days. To Infinity and Beyond, 20 years ago. That's amazing. That's
Buzz, Woody and the gang are 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Such fond memories.
I'll say this again. For those of you who are 18 and above, put this into perspective. You remember those dial-up tones. Right?
Oh.
Ma! The internet's not working. Ma!
I'm on the phone. Yeah.
Get off the phone. I'm trying to browse.
Yeah.
You know, those guys managed to take we were on the cusp of the technological breakthrough, but we weren't quite there. This, I would say, was one of the elements that ushered it in.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
it was animation before that, isn't it?
Yeah, this was the first fully computer-generated movie.
Yeah, we were at Jungle Book and Little Mermaid and stuff like that before. Aladdin, stuff
Lion
like
King.
That. Yeah.
And that Lion King dabbled in it. There was a few, but they were animated CG. This was full computer-generated CG animation. It was insane. And Toy Story, still to this day, has got such a big place in most movie fans' hearts.
I think, don't get me wrong, kids watching, anyone under 18, you guys have got it. But
it's gonna be there forever. So
yeah, most definitely. I see kids and they enjoy it now, but I think Toy Story has that journey. We could relate. We were Andy's age.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we were Andy's age at the time. Obviously, gradually we will get to 2 and 3 in our throwback stages, but yeah, it just set it off. And I think it's that thing of we've all played with toys before the PlayStations, before the Xboxes and everything were your toys, and you made them come to life.
Transformers.
Well, of course, there you go. Yeah, the Transformers. Everything, you made your toys come to life. Here they are, doing it for themselves.
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
It was amazing.
And parents out there, guys who have been through the same journey as AJ and I, having that 10-year gap or so between 2 and 3, do your kids a favour and prevent them for as long as possible. Let them grow up before you show them Toy Story 3. Not because you're not giving them, you're depriving them of the pleasure.
You're actually giving them a benefit.
Feeling of nostalgia at the end of 3.
You know what? I never thought of it that way.
My kids will not be allowed to see Toy Story 3 for a good 5 to 6 years. I want them to go through that transition. You know, they've played with their toys, then they've hit the machines and they've forgotten all about their toys. Show them Toy Story 3 then.
Yeah, it's true. I'd never thought of it that way.
Oh, it's a blueprint.
It's a feeling. Yeah, it's a feeling that it's really touching. But yeah, we have to go back to number 1, and what a movie! It was.
Buzz or Woody? Buzz or Woody?
I'm gonna lean Woody.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lean Woody. I have nothing against Buzz. Buzz has all the words, and I think the concept of Buzz is.
Buzz was suffering from too much hypersleep. You are a sad, strange little man.
Yeah. Oh, but what? Taking it away. What a team they have together. What a team.
You are a toy.
Fantastic. Really, Tim Allen and Tom Hanks.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah, they've done it. They've created a team without actually being seen on screen together, which makes it which makes it.
Tim Allen.
Amazing.
I mean, Tim Allen, that is his biggest role, isn't it? Because I mean, he had Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Which that was our generation. You won't have seen this, I think, if you're 18 and under. Did they still show Home Improvement?
No.
That's gone. Isn't
I was going to bring up, but I think Buzz Lightyear still outdoes it. Was it Santa Claus?
Nah, Buzz is bigger than that.
Of course. But that's that. No. I'm just saying that's the other stand-up role I can think of.
Yeah.
Buzz without a
doubt.
But
he never really got in, did he, Tim Allen? He's known and a star, but he will always be remembered as Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, so that's
10 years old, Syriana, 20 years old, Casino, and Toy Story.
Yeah, and
how does that make you guys feel?
I'm still in shock. You guys tell me how you feel. That is a shock. I'd actually like to hear from the older generation on this one, with you guys in Casino, because I think guys our age, there's a span between us as well. Toy Story is definitely going to be the mark, but I'd like to hear what people think of it for the Casino element as well, even from people our generation and younger. And I would recommend it to the under 18s. Check out Casino. If
that's not legal, 18, AJ. He didn't say that.
18 upwards. As
18
the under but when you the under 18s,
the older young adults amongst you.
That's the one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying in that. But yeah.
Yes, he didn't recommend Casino to anyone under the age of 18. That would be a crime.
Under 21s is the mention I wanted on that one. Yeah, but top movies without a doubt. So,
anything starring Robert De Niro in a Martin Scorsese movie, watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. If you haven't seen them, do yourself a favour and watch them.
Of course.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's R-rated stuff, but get ready. Guys, that has been Throwback Thursday, where we make you, and I make him, feel old. All right.
And it's also our chance of, if you don't know, get to know. So, yeah, that's it. So, that's a wrap for this one.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, hit us up on Instagram, let us know how you feel about these movies. Did you watch them? Did you see them? Did you like them? Are they making you feel old? Or do you think, like me and AJ with things like Casino, that this is more, I thought it was older. Let us know what you guys think, alright?
Still young.
Take it away.
Okay, so from myself, Anthony Jordan.
From myself, Nicola Rowe. See ya.